Do you guys ever feel like your diabetes is like a newborn baby? No? Just me? Alright, fine. Hey guys, it's Diabetic Girl. Welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry I have not posted a video like I promised. Things have just been really crazy with work right now, so I've been trying to take care of me and get my job done. So before we start today's video, this is my Lawrence Hope medical ID. I really like it because it doesn't look like a traditional, bracelet. So this is probably like the long-awaited moment by like all of you, because today is the day I talk about my first 12 hours on my pump. In case you can't tell, I am exhausted. I'm probably going to need about 6 cups of coffee to recover from last night. Don't get me wrong, I love Medtronic. I love them, I really do. But at this point in time, I hate them. With a passion. There is nothing wrong with the pump. The pump is great. But this CGM is about to get ripped off of my body and thrown out a window. You guys can't see this, but there is a window right where I'm pointing. I literally got not a ton of sleep because this thing was alarming every like 20 fucking minutes. So this whole thing is like a hot mess story, so we're just gonna start with like yesterday morning. Basically like almost 24 hours ago, my mom texted me to make sure it was out for delivery because, I got all the tracking information because it's my email hooked to the Medtronic account now because I'm the one in charge. Not really, but for this part I am. So I let her know where it was and that it would be there soon. And then when I got home from Michael's around 11, she had everything, but saw that there was like a silicone case and we didn't pay for that. So she asked me to call the pump company and I was like, yeah, okay, sure. So I called the pump company and I get on the phone for insurance and billing. And this woman is like really rude. She's like, yeah, I can't really tell you what you were billed for because it goes out to insurance and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but I need a receipt. And she's like, I can't do that. I'm like, all right, fine. And then she goes, oh, your card was declined. I'm like, what? It shouldn't be declined. Like I use an FSA card that my mom has through her work, so like it shouldn't have been declined. Like we just got it. Literally just got it. And she's like, well, we can just send it to insurance. And like, I already used my deductible because, I was in the hospital. And I was like, but, no, can we re-enter the card? And she's like, I guess. And I'm like, you know what? I really don't appreciate your attitude. If you want to be like this, like, that's fucking fine, but I don't want your attitude. She's like, if you could not curse at me. And I'm like, no, you know what? You're gonna listen. I have jumped through every hoop in the book to get this pump, and now it's here, and I still have hoops. So I'm sorry that I'm frustrated and pissed off, but you have to understand that, like, the shit I've had to go through to get this has been absolutely ridiculous. I have worn your pump for, like, 11 years, and I have never been so unsatisfied in my life. And she's like, ma'am, I have to ask you again. I'm like, no. You need to understand that you guys need to get your stuff together. Like, I cannot do this again. If I order another pump, it's not going to be through you guys. I can guarantee that right now. And then she's like, okay, well, let's try to fix the problem. I'm sorry that you're frustrated. I'm like, no, you don't even understand. But fine, whatever, we'll fix this problem. So, did I go a little overboard? Oh, I totally did. I'm the first person to admit it. But she needed to understand that I wasn't putting up with her shit at all. So I took care of that right then and there. So then we like fix all the information and she's like, okay, have a good day. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I didn't say that, but I really wanted to. You guys know how much I hate calling the pump company. They're either really helpful or not helpful at all. And it was really depressing because I had the woman who helped me like order my pump and like bill me for everything the first time was wonderful. Like, she was great. She was friendly. She was talkative. Like, I really liked her. But for some fucking reason, I only get, like, a good representative every 2 years. Literally. I never order through Medtronic, okay? Because I usually order through Edge Park, which you guys heard about that. So, I don't know where I'm ordering from now. I used to do neighborhood diabetes. I'm not sure why I don't do them anymore, but whatever. So it's all good. Whew. I'm sorry. I literally rolled out of bed and put on a sweater so I wouldn't be cold to film this video because I wanted to film it while I was still fresh in my hatred. I'm pretty sure yesterday's eye makeup is still on my eyes. That's how I roll. So anyways, now to get into the CGM. So the actual insertion of the CGM was virtually painless. For those of you who remember the older sensors, they were scary painful. And they hurt so bad. And the inserter wasn't that wonderful. But this new one I find I absolutely love. The needle is like this big compared to like that big. And it's really comfortable. I honestly didn't think it was going to be. But I had Kai put it in last night and then I was shocked. It didn't hurt. It still doesn't hurt. Sometimes the first, 12 hours of me wearing the old CGM, it would hurt so terribly for, 12 hours or more, and it would be painful. It would be bloody. I didn't have that problem at all last night. I was very impressed. My only thing is that you need, some sort of overlay tape for this sensor, and I don't have any, and they didn't send me any. So I'm just using my old CGM tape, and quite frankly, I don't care. I will do it how I like to do it. I'm just very, very picky, for those of you who don't know. And I'm allergic to, 3/4 of the medical tape on the, market. So I figured I would stay with what I knew would keep me not allergic and reacting. Yay! So before I, get into the rest of today's video, sorry, I keep checking my CGM. Which is finally, I think, catching up with me. We'll talk about that in a second. So, this is my setup right now. Oh, you can't see my site because of this. There we go. So, that is my setup right now. For those of you wondering, I like to keep my pump site and my CGM site pretty close. I like them to be, close because then my pump is on the same side. And it's all right there, literally. Haha, it's all right here. Yeah, I just went there. So anyways, my calibration was at 10:19 yesterday, last night. And for those of you who don't know, because I worked, no, what are you doing? No, I'll just keep it on my, for those of you who don't know, I worked 5 a.m. to 10:30 and then 1 to 6. So at this point in time, I'm already, exhausted. And I have to wait until 10:19 to calibrate my pump. And I'm like, alright, well. I'm like, alright, well, that's fine. So I'm, trying to watch something online. I can't decide between Game of Thrones or Dance Moms or YouTube. I ended up settling on YouTube. I don't know why I always settle on YouTube. But, I went ahead and watched some videos, and then at, 9:49, instead of getting my half-hour reminder, I got a Meter BG Now, and I was like, oh yay, I can go to bed, yeah. So I checked my blood sugar, and I was 114, so I calibrated it, and then I was, getting ready for bed, so I put on my pajamas, I took off my yoga pants, and I, put on my sleep t-shirt, and then I checked one more time, because I felt kind of weird, and I was 110. So I drank a juice box, because I really didn't feel like, eating a snack. So I drank a juice box and I went on with my life. So then at 12:30, it started going off and alarming, telling me I was 70 and that I was low, and I was like, what? I ignored it because I was, in a very sleepy state, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So that was probably a really bad idea. But I ignored it, and then I slept for, it kept, going off consistently, saying I was, super low. So finally, by, 3:30 this morning, I had it. My alarm for work went off, because I wake up at 3:30 to go to work. So my alarm had gone off, and I was like, oh, why don't I check? And it was saying that I was, 45, and I was 156, and I was like, are you fucking serious? So then I calibrated it, obviously, because I had a 351 calibration, but decided to calibrate it at 330 because I didn't want to check again in 20 minutes. I wanted to go back to sleep. And at this point in time, I silenced all alarms, and I was like, okay, we're going to get some sleep. We're going to get some sleep. Yes, we're going to get some sleep. No. This was relentless. It would not stop alarming, even though I had alert the silences. Kept going off, telling me I was low, telling me I was low, telling me I was low. Then finally, it, like, shut up for, like, an hour, and that was between, like, 6 and 7. And then at 7, it started alarming again, telling me that I was 46, and I was like, really? So I checked my blood sugar, and I was 146. So I obviously calibrated it again, and currently I'm 255, and it's saying I'm 174, and I have 2 arrows rising. So the hope is that it'll eventually catch up with me. Eventually. It's just, I'm like, I don't get frustrated very often, but this has already been an experience and a half, and it hasn't even been a full 24 hours. So I'm hoping it will catch up with me, because I know for most sensors, the longer you wear them, the more accurate they are. So I'm hoping it will find me, and it will be more accurate. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for your love and support, and I will talk to you all later. I will probably do a follow-up video tomorrow. Tomorrow? Or maybe Sunday. Give it more time, more accuracy. I don't know. I haven't decided. But again, thank you for your love and support, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!